I love unwinding after a long workday by watching tech channels, and there is this one creator I always check out because his edits just slap. He has this neat money tube visual he uses whenever he talks about buying gear, and every time I see it I think, man, I have to make that myself. So today I am walking you through how to build a similar money counter animation in Adobe Premiere Pro. But stick around because I will also show a smarter workflow for repurposing this for socials using Vizard, so you do not have to recreate it every single time. Alright, let us start by opening a blank Premiere project and grabbing the rectangle tool from the toolbar. Head over to the program monitor and draw a tall rounded rectangle, which is going to be the base of your tube. Do not worry about perfection right now, since you can easily tweak the size and corner radius later. Next, open the window menu and make sure the Properties panel is visible, as that is going to be your main control center for these graphics. In the Graphics panel, rename your shape layer to something like Tube Base, so you can stay organized while we build this out. While it is selected, change the fill to a muted gray, then add an inside stroke around 12 to 16 pixels. Pick a deep purple or whatever brand color you are vibing with to make the rig feel polished. Now, add a bit of corner rounding to soften the look, because little visual touches like that make the whole thing feel much more premium. Now we need the money, so I grabbed a bill PNG from a free asset site, but any bill or ticket image will work just fine here. With the graphics group active, drag your bill into the same graphic clip so it nests right above the tube. Scale it down to fit nicely inside the tube, then right-click that bill in the graphic panel and duplicate it repeatedly. Move each duplicate upwards slightly in the program monitor so you get a nice-looking stack. Tip: select multiple bill layers and duplicate in one go to speed things up, and do not be afraid to make a decent pile. Once you have a stack, shift-click to select all bill layers, right-click and create a group to call it Bills Group. Now let us make the top bills glow by searching for a glow effect in the effects browser and dragging it onto the graphic panel. Since the default effect cascades to every layer beneath it, just select the glow effect and the specific bill layer, then create a new group. Now open the effect controls to tune that glow to be subtle, so think soft rim light rather than neon. I also pulled a spinning coin from a stock library plugin, which is super handy for adding extra movement. There are tons of places to get premium elements, but if you want to be less hands-on, tools like Vizard can automate the repurposing process. Back to Premiere, it is time to animate the stack moving down into the tube by using the crop effect. In Effect Controls, animate the top crop property, setting a keyframe to hide the top bills as they slide into the tube. For smooth motion, expand the temporal interpolation settings or use ease in and ease out handles on the keyframes. Now we want the glowing top bills to follow the crop animation so the glow sits perfectly on the visible edge. It is a bit fiddly, but paying attention to these small follow-through details is what makes motion graphics look professional. Shadows add depth, so draw another rectangle where a shadow should sit, then use the pen tool to mask it. Make the mask fuzzy by cranking the feather way up and play with opacity to get a soft shadow beneath the bills. Next, create a thin top frame by duplicating your tube base again, but disable the fill and shadow so you just have a rim. If you want a coin that pops out, bring in your coin clip and add the same glow effect so it matches the aesthetic. Once the main animation is done, nest the entire graphic into a single sequence and add a slight Gaussian blur to the base area. This vignette-like blur helps anchor the elements visually and hides any tiny alignment issues. Okay, that is the tutorial part, but if you make a lot of content, doing this manually every time gets old. This is where Vizard shines, because its auto-editing viral clips feature scans longer footage and pulls out moments likely to perform well. Imagine you recorded a 20-minute review where you demo this money tube animation. Vizard auto-detects that highlight and makes multiple short edits. Another massive time sink is scheduling. But Vizard's auto schedule sets your posting frequency and puts everything live on your chosen channels automatically. The content calendar packs everything into one view, so you can edit, tweak, and reschedule all in one place. Some competitors are expensive or force you into rigid templates, but Vizard sits in the middle by combining automatic generation and a unified calendar. Vizard is not magic that replaces creativity, but it removes the boring, repetitive parts so you can spend your time making better content. Anyway, if you like tinkering, the Premiere method I showed gives you total custom control over your aesthetic. But if your goal is to scale and get that content out fast, hooking this into a Vizard-assisted pipeline is a total game changer. I am actually putting together a beginner-friendly crash course that covers both the Premiere build and a full Vizard workflow. If that sounds helpful, drop a comment and I will make that video next. And if you want the project file, let me know. Thanks for watching, have fun building, and if you do recreate this money tube, tag me so I can see your version.